Hi, this is my end of month wrap up. I'm a little bit ahead of myself because I filmed this a couple of days ago because today I'm in Porto on a short break. So this is sort of filmed a couple of days before today. If you see what I mean, I wanted to make sure that I'd got a video for the end of the month, even though I wasn't going to be here. I hope that is clear. Anyway, I started off this month with a Nikki French, Beneath the Skin. And this is one that made me want to check all my doors and windows. I do like Nikki French's books. There's a sense of unease, and this sense of unease and fear was excellent. There are 3 points of view, Zoe, Jenny and Nadia. 3 very different women, but the one thing they all have in common is that they keep receiving love letters from a man who wants to kill them. He seems to know everything about them. He's been watching them. And he promises that he will kill them. And it is scary. Watching these women is scary. And because you see how the fear affects each of them in very, very different ways. And because you are given the name of the person who did it, you're given the name, you are screaming at these people, stay away from him, stay away from him. But yeah, excellent. I really enjoyed that one. Then the next one I read, which was oh, hang on, I've got all this out of order, just bear with me, was The Impusium. Olga Tcharcheks. I can never say her name properly. I feel really embarrassed because I can't say it properly. It comes out. It's already out now. It came out middle of the month, and I've read Drive Your Plough, and I adored that one, and I wasn't disappointed with this one. The blurb says that if you've read Thomas Mann's The Magic Mountain, you will be entranced with this one. But somebody commented that it's not so much this one. There's another novel that he referenced, and I can't remember what it was. But he said that there weren't so many Easter eggs from Thomas Mann as there was this other book, which it's in the comments on my video about The Impusium. But I can't remember now. We're in 1913, and young Voynich is in a sanitarium in Silesia for tuberculosis. And he is staying at a guest house for gentlemen because there's not enough room in the sanatorium. And everyone in this guest house is being treated at the sanatorium. And they have long walks in the countryside, they have meals together, and they discuss, and the discussions are about politics, world affairs, and the inferiority of women. It's very misogynistic. But if you read Olga's afterword at the end, every point that is made about women comes from literary giants, which just sort of, she's poking fun at these men who were the giants of their time, and the comments that they made about women and how ridiculous it is in this day and age. There's a growing sense that something's not quite right at the Symposium, because on the same day of November every year, there's always a death. And it's not just a death from people suffering from tuberculosis, because those deaths are happening all the time, but somebody who is brutally ripped apart in the woods, and we're heading towards that date. So there's a horror element at the end of it. I enjoyed that one as well. So then I moved on to Colm Tóibín's House of Names. And this one, when I picked it up because I'd read Brooklyn and Long Island, and I saw his name. I thought, yes, I'm going to grab that. And I didn't realise that it's playing with the story of Clytemnestra, Electra and Orestes. It's a story of loss, betrayal and power, a dysfunctional family. The story is well known, how Agamemnon sacrificed his daughter and Clytemnestra got her revenge on him when he came back. And then how Electra and Orestes plotted against Clytemnestra, their mother. But he's played with it. There's differences in this. It's a reimagining rather than a retelling. For me, Clytemnestra is the strongest character, this woman who is plotting and losing faith in the gods that allowed her daughter to be sacrificed. And I must say, I've read lots of Greek myth retellings, but Iphigenia's death in this, it's the most harrowing retelling that I've ever read. Absolutely. Oh, so that is that one. Then, what did I move on to? I moved on to another arc. Bear with me, let me find it. I've had to get all my notes on the computer, you see. And it is William by Mason Coyle, which comes out on the 3rd of October. And I don't normally read horror books with a horror vibe. It's not my bag. But this one, I was interested because it's got Frankenstein vibes. But in this one, Frankenstein is an AI creation. Henry's a reclusive engineer, excelling in robotics. He suffers from agoraphobia, so he can't leave the house. And he lives in this house that he's created where everything is operated by voice. The door, shut the door, open this, everything is voice operated. It's a smart home. And his wife, Lily, she's expecting their first child, but they seem to be growing apart. And he's created William, an artificially intelligent consciousness, but it's only half formed. He's only half formed the body. The mind's there, but the body's half formed. And there's a relationship between William and Henry. And it's not so much creator and machine. William seems to have this darkness, this dark intelligence. And he taunts Henry, he unsettles him, and he displays very human emotions, and it is excellent. It is a really good take on Frankenstein. A super read coming up to Halloween as well. Then we moved on to, bear with me, The Marigold Mind Laundry. One of these Korean translations that I like reading. And I requested this one because I had high hopes of it. But sadly, I didn't engage with it as much as I have done other translations. The premise is amazing. John has this mind laundry where she cleans your mind. You have this t-shirt and it soaks up all the negative memories that you've got, and she just washes them away, and they're transformed into petals, into flowers, which is a wonderful idea. And you have 5 wounded souls who visit this laundry. But she herself, you think, well, if you've got this power, why not heal yourself? Because she's got this power, this magic to her, but it was magic that she wasn't taught how to use, and she ended up wishing her parents away by accident. And she's been sort of having life after life after life after life, trying to find her parents. And she's got this mind laundry, but she can't seem to heal herself. It had potential, but I didn't find it as others. And then what else did I read? I read, bear with me, The Restaurant of Lost Recipes, which is the second in the Kamigawa Food Detective series. This restaurant where people go to have a recipe recreated, where if you want to go back to the meal that you had, the last meal you had with your granddad, that type of thing, and they will find this recipe and they will recreate it for you. And there is such a meditative quality, calming quality about this one. This is what I didn't find in the Marigold Mind Laundry. And you've got six people who visit the restaurant asking for that special meal. And you've got the repetition, they have this meal, they go to the restaurant, they walk down this corridor, they talk about what they want, then 2 weeks later they come back and they have this meal and they have all these memories. And it is just, this is what I wanted in the Mind Laundry that I didn't find. And it's, if you love Before the Coffee Gets Cold, it's one for you. And that comes out on the 3rd of October as well. And then the final one I read was Crooked Little Pieces. And this is one that the author sent me to review. And it's the fourth in the, it's the fourth volume. That's what I was trying to say. It's the fourth volume. And we've got again Anna Liaise and her sister Isabel. And where's my notes? And they're now in the 30s, and we're now in the 1950s. Anna Liaise is still in this empty marriage. She's still obsessed with her own therapist. She's still seeing this lawyer, C.A. Remington, and their relationship. It turns in a very strange way when her moral compass shoots off scale. Isabel, she's got, she's still trying to find Mr. Right, really. I think she's still searching for that one person. And there's a lovely interlude, and then when Isabel takes her school choir away, I'm not telling you where, you've got to read it, away, and that is a delightful section when they are away from the school and she's with Richard, the headmaster, who frustrates and annoys her and who surprises her, as he surprised me, because after sort of meeting him in the previous books, he did something that was totally unexpected, something I wasn't expecting. So that was my September. And my book of September is the one I read in the first half of the month. It was the Tracy Chevalier, The Glassmaker. This time hop through Venice and glass bead making, which was just gorgeous. So that is my book of September. So I'm here in spirit, if not in body, because I am in Porto, where I'm hoping that the weather is better than it is here. And I will see you again soon. So happy reading. Take care.